everyone. I just recently watched a video by a lady named Emily, and she is a newscaster on her local news, wherever it is that she lives. I'm not quite sure where that is. I think it's Ohio, maybe. Anyways, her YouTube channel is Emily Noel 83, and I'll link that in the description box below. She does amazing tutorials, reviews, funny videos. She just does all kinds of stuff, and she's very professional in her presentation, probably due to being a newscaster. But anyways, she's really awesome. I really like her. But anyways, I watched one of her videos recently where she kind of went through and explained some things, showed some things that she has used all of or almost all of, and either has repurchased or will repurchase. And I found that very helpful to me. It kind of gave me some ideas of things that are, you know, worth revisiting. They're that good of a product. She does do a lot of high street drugstore brands, and she'll do high-end brands. She's really good about mixing the two of those things together, and I just really appreciated it and thought that you guys might too. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. The first few things that I'm going to show you are MAC products. I'm not a huge MAC user. I have some MAC products, but not very many, to be honest, because I am kind of the camp that would rather, if I can replace it with a drugstore product that works as good, if not better, for less, then I will do that. If I can't, then I'll go ahead and use the high end. But these things I've found that I haven't really found any kind of a dupe for drugstore wise. And the first one is my Studio Finish Concealer. And mine is NW20. I'll just show you what it looks like. You can see I've hit pan there. The reason I love this concealer is because I do tend to have quite a few blemishes, off and on. Not continuously, but off and on. And this is an awesome blemish coverer. The consistency is as such where it will actually stick on the blemish, but it won't cake on the blemish if properly applied. And the way that I apply it, I guess I should have thought about this sooner, is with a brush. And if I can find that as I'm talking, I will show you what brush I'm talking about. I find it works better than trying to apply it with my finger, because that packs too much of the product on. I like to use a brush like this. It's small, kind of stiff, and just very lightly go over it like that, and then kind of buff it out around it, and that works really great. But the product itself, love it for blemishes. Not so much underneath the eyes. It's too heavy and thick for underneath my eyes, but for blemishes it's great. The next one is my MAC Crystal Avalanche eyeshadow, and like I said, I'm not a huge MAC user. I'm not one of those people that thinks you have to have MAC eyeshadows or it won't work. But this eyeshadow in particular, I have not found a good eyeshadow dupe for this, and the reason I like this one is because of its versatility. So it looks like just a chalky white eyeshadow, probably on camera. But really what it is it's an iridescent, is it a frost? Sorry. No, it's a Veluxe Pearl. Pearlescent eyeshadow that picks up all kinds of different colors. I can use this with black, brown, blue, green, purple, orange, red, whatever color I choose to use. It will pick up that color and go right along with it. What I particularly like to use this for is my inner highlight color, because it is shiny but not glittery. So it works out really well for like in here, my inner corner highlight. You can use it underneath the brow. Sorry. As you can tell, I have to be careful with my brow highlight. I probably have on too much today because of this scar that I have in my eyebrow. And if you want to hear the story on that, just ask and I'll tell you. And a real shimmery eyeshadow highlights that scar. But anyways, I like to use it there. And then sometimes I will actually use it as my all over lid color because it's shiny but not so shiny that it's overpowering. And it blends out very nicely. So MAC Crystal Avalanche. And then the last MAC product I have is my MAC Smolder eyeliner pencil. It's an Eye Kohl, and it's a nice soft, sorry, as you can see it needs to be sharpened. This is my second one of these. It's a good Kohl pencil. It does amazing on the inner rim, inner waterline, upper waterline. It's also good for your lash line, up, top, and bottom if you want to do that. It smudges nicely, but it will stay in just a nice crisp line if that's what you want it to do. And I've not found anything that has the versatility on top of staying power that the Smolder pencil has. So those are my last MAC products. The next one that I have is a NYX eyeshadow, NYX, and you can get those at Ulta, NYX online. You can get them at cherryculture.com. There's lots of places you can get NYX products. And it's just a nice matte black eyeshadow that, yeah, it's just a nice matte black eyeshadow. It's very black. I don't like a sort of black. When I want a black eyeshadow, I want a black, matte, super black eyeshadow. And that's what that is. The next thing I have is my L'Oreal Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base. And what this is a foundation primer. And it's also a mattifier, meaning it controls oil. And I have a hard time with oilies here and there and everywhere. Mainly the T-zone. And this really, really does control the oil and the shine all day. If I put it on in the morning, my face does not get shiny until probably around 7, 8 o'clock at night, which is fine by me because I'm usually not doing anything at that point anyway. If I am, I can go back in right over at top of my foundation and pat just a little bit of this on and it will mat it right back out without caking up. So I love that as a primer, face primer. Doesn't break my face out, and a lot of things do. The next thing I have is also another L'Oreal product, and this is my True Match foundation. This is in the color W2. I will also sometimes use an N2, warm and neutral, and they also have a cool line. The reason I like this foundation is because it has a nice finish. I'm wearing it right now. Let me back up a little bit. I didn't realize I was quite that close to the camera. It has a really nice finish. Looks like a high-end foundation. It is between $12 and $13 depending on where you get it, Target or Walmart. It doesn't break down around my nose within a couple of hours like a lot of drugstore foundations do. I can wear it probably 6, 7 hours and then it will start to kind of break down a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my chin. But, you know, that's just kind of typical, and for me that is an awesome task for a drugstore foundation to accomplish. So I'll always go back to my L'Oreal True Match foundation. I don't use it every single day. My favorite all-time drugstore foundation I'm out of right now, I don't have one to show you, would be Revlon Colorstay. And the reason I like that one is because it does the same thing as this. It has an awesome coverage. It has a really nice finish to where it looks like a high-end, you know, foundation. But the Colorstay I like better than this one because it has a longer staying power, especially on my oily face. They have a combination to oily formulation, and then they have one for dry skin. If you have dry skin, make sure you get that dry one because the other one will be way too matte for your face, your skin. But the Colorstay literally will stay on until I take it off. I don't touch it up, I don't powder it, I don't do anything to it. So if I'm planning on being on the go from morning till night, you know, out doing things and don't want my face looking like it's breaking down or having to touch up. Sorry about that, my camera battery died. So as I was saying, if I don't want to have to touch up my foundation and stuff, then I will use my Colorstay because I don't have to. So then on to the next couple of items that I have left. I have another couple of Revlon items here. This one is a matte eyeshadow, and it's in the color Vintage Lace. If I could open it, I would show it to you. It's just a nice matte bone color that is about the same color as my skin, and I like to use that as an all-over color. Or when I have applied maybe a little bit too much dark in here and need to blend that out and it's not blending for me, I'll use that. I've bought this, I think, twice, maybe 3 times, and I will continue to buy that. This one, as you can tell, I love it. I'm out of it almost. I have just a few little crumbles left in there, and it is my Revlon Photo Ready. Sorry, that looks really yucky. Face powder. And this one is in the color Fair Light, which is actually a little too light for me. So I ended up buying the light medium, which is the number 20. This is the number 10. And I'll show you the little crumbles that I have left there. Isn't that funny? The reason I love that is because it really blends everything out. So say I used a foundation that was not quite as good coverage as I wanted, or it just was a little patchy, or, you know, just you're having one of those foundation days. It's like I can put that on and it will just smooth everything out, make everything look very even, consistent, not shiny, but not too powdery. It's kind of like it just magically perfects your face. I love it. So that powder. And then this last thing that I have here, I'm not a big lip product wearer. I have become more so in the past year, just having gotten a little bit more into different kinds of makeup and things. I've always been into makeup, but you know. This is an NYC, sorry, I'm trying to get something off the thing here. An NYC lip gloss in the color Pink Sand. And I like it because it has enough color to where my lips don't look dead, but it has not so much color that I feel like I'm wearing lipstick when I'm only really wanting to wear a gloss. It is a nice peachy color. It will go over just about any color lipstick that I put on. Brown, red, pink, orange, you know, it does really well. I'll try to swatch it on the back of my hand and see if you guys can see the color. It's not sticky or gooey. It stays on really well, and it's super inexpensive. You know, Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, they all sell NYC brand products. I just recently bought this lip gloss for my daughter as well, because she really hates anything that looks like she's got a ton of color on her lips, but she likes to have a little bit of shine, and she likes this color. So I'll just leave that there for a second and see if you guys can see. It's just a nice nudie pink peachy color that goes really well with just about everything. So that kind of wraps up my products as far as things that I tend to repurchase a lot, except for my Voluminous mascara that I forgot to show you. L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous. This is my all-time favorite mascara for volumizing and lengthening. It does both for me. It's not a curling mascara, which I need, so sometimes I will use two. I'll just throw another one on top of that, but that is my favorite mascara. So if you guys have any products that you find yourself reusing, rebuying, really feel like they do what they should, good, you know, investment as far as if you're going to use a high-end, good place to spend your money. Go ahead and leave me a comment below, or if you want to leave me a video response, that would be great, because I think this is really helpful for just about everybody, because you can get ideas like, oh, I needed a good matte, you know, bone color eyeshadow, but I didn't know one that stayed on well and didn't crease and, you know, was a good color range and all that stuff. Then you can kind of get ideas from this. Like I got ideas from Emily Noel 83. And if you guys want to go watch her video, I would encourage you to do that, because she gives really a lot of good information about products, some of them that I've never tried, and I'm planning on doing so now. So hopefully that was helpful to some of you, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave me below in the description box or in the comment section, and I will answer them as quickly as humanly possible. And I hope you're all having a great day and that you're happy. Bye!